na dan ya be for kwan so Metro Minister of Communications, Digital Technology and Innovations. Na say wane multi choice Ghana. Womo and that say womo pretty DSTV ya yehwe ya no. Womo that say eye womo dia. Ono dia bosso. Ono Sam George actually say wa hwa hu say DSTV for no womo ebu Ghana kwase a sebsem president say na ya say osum no de ma Ghana no osum no ebnom de ma enkofo amanso omuduru enkofo amanso no mateso omuduru Ghana no apagya buonum amba say kra de o kiremu a baabi a Ghana ebetua $83 no osum kro no ano omutumi de ma Nigeria $29 na ye ne atua ento amom kosi se bosum de toso enso ye wo kirechi ya wode ya no that's what monte so wa hanche mu aduasa 30% enfiri so a eno mo license no obeke kan ho ne yage ye betwe asen said we see e kan ho no enie.
As minister, my fidelity is to the Ghanaian people. I have had to act in the interest of the Ghanaian people, and I believe that the Ghanaian people have been fleeced and exploited for too long. I wrote back to the NCA on Monday and directed the NCA in that letter to suspend the broadcasting license of DSTV effective 7th of August 2025 if they fail to effect a reduction in their bundle prices. I cannot, as minister, serving the Ghanaian people, continue to watch what can best be described as plain stealing happening to the Ghanaian people. In my letter to them, I gave them scenarios from 7 markets that DSTV is operating in. The same content in the premium bouquet that is offered to Ghanaians for $83 equivalent is offered to Nigerians for $29 equivalent. How can anyone explain this price disparity to me? Enough of the mistreatment of the Ghanaian consumer. They either comply with the reduction, because in Nigeria, in the same time frame that they say the Ghanaian cedi has depreciated by 240%, the Nigerian naira has depreciated by 409%. If Nigerians are paying equivalent of $29, DSTV must charge same here in Ghana, or we will suspend their broadcasting license effective 7th of August 2025.
We ningo pram la sobe dwane wa yo so afo hwe nkitawudie ensem eso honorable Sam George Ghana for do no a na abom nsem de ama oso afo se wa ya de pa wa mena ne ya de na won nkofo no so na oyi obi akura no a DSTV for omu ya sikafo kompetimi kura twena ko hye kwana ba bi kura awaya ma no abman be millions of dollars. So Jeko Gube Bikra Kogu account na yedin nanka no answer wa yedin wa bon motom said da wa be swafu yi wo hwe se ne ma betimi anya DSTV nation so emfaso DSTV for no so the krata aba se enya wom de bibi enti no wom ye nsa be ha wom na Sam George said da na yen kwa homa no so abasa na kwa who is who. Private legal practitioner lawyer ni amapa ya osompa na yenya nui yaw sadu is that kwamba bumu pe if you da be for
but what menka
ya memo adu
na penye mecha pa me check here for na jiso but so say bibia boko de
bibia boko pa lawyer say see de busan sa kwa who is who na embremo no honorable Sam George wanu nko a wobetumi ne DSTV for akon edi omusunkunim se ne wo kanu yi.
Okay, mina me da sen komo no ewo ankra ho be brain to me so mame sima na me ngubu ankra ni mo na fe e be share ankra no into details ade di kind say emramu no National Communications Authority who to me or share broadcasting, so among other things. Into broadcasting includes what DSTV is doing. So legally speaking, DSTV is actually under the National Communications Authority. I know the question there and me the also me no who say mandate Ghana no ye kase or a market led system ye need ye shebo emo bi be price control regime into the market forces no say demand and supply and a shebo ema adwadifo nyina the also me no the also me however mramu Minister Nana NCO who quite so consumers on for a dear man value for money. Although say you need a price control regime, no, Mrano you're very clear say part of the functions of NCA under the Electronic Communications Act, no, so the boy home by a free. Said you be a beton at there and nebo no any the value no or form. Uncle no. Now, Ohe Minister Ninka Saimu, now here so they to Nigeria, no they to other countries. It would appear that usually that amount from Como be say, oh, Nigeria, there are only about 200 million people, Ghana, 34 million people. But the minister was also quick to say that other countries, Ghana does a charm. But I think the essential question, you know, say, DSTV, and I say whatever the MTN and now whoever are on your by Benyano. Because any competition and pricing law clearly in say to say cement for any Ministry of Road, no more persona no. Yeah, in common Mrs. say, I also have my necessity, but no consumer protection and competition law. Because it's a meme to be spare part. And what I did to say, me cofano selling price, yes, I know, yes, selling price, a cost price plus margins and now profit. Into me coton say disclosure. Me first that's so 5% and not 10% and not 50%. Then no petrol any near me to this so that there is clear price disclosures. Then I will say that me koto DSTV saying I was because there's transparency of pricing, there's also publication of the elements of the pricing. I think the baby I can say you share consumer protection, any competition, which would then include pricing. Uncle, we do Ghana check, but I find the about Nyanko in Sinibo. He said, the action is a Obia Ton there, and also the trigger element of it. Said you call a lawyer to say, lawyer for what we call the scale of fees. Lawyer be a better journal. He's guided by a scale of fees. This is a public document. So there is a lawyer no. Now, Monsieur already in the memory senior charge. So we just say how now common Kikako. DSTV one side no. Your more can say Ghana or more numbers are new investment on where Ghana or China 150. There's a lot of Ghanaian productions. Into almost the more can say only a business. We are saying that they share Ghana, Muna, Nipadodo, or more DSTV. They are content so. Into say a Tesla, into me, my Jumaina. And Omune Nimo Mubukumu. But I think it's a valid conversation. I also minister no any more AD, but ultimately guided by law. But Emramu as a minister no who to me answer no yes. Emramu minister no through the National Communication Authority. I will who to me also say if the values are not representative of the price the book consumers who buy. I also think it's important finally say the multi-choice and casa aton ama canal plus the multi-choice no this is just about if I say just about 2 or 3 weeks ago and a multi-choice and casa parent group DSTV no canal plus for ato into meaning idea of my practice is a juma be a transitional provisions it's guided by strict policies. In DSTV Ghana, into making those decisions based on because they are parent company, the transition clauses may not allow. So if that is what it is, this is a minister not nothing no they can reach a more thorough, more progressive solution. Meaning, I'm training now. So I'm a brainer. Jamanya Brabu Munkaka, meaning so, what's a man common as here?
And the Tiasia, Bebo Abbas, what man I be from a Mwada Hopana, Lawyer Sumpama Mimbu Subway, Minim Sabia, what to 2 bay ya, and Cherry Biana American man Penny Donald Trump. A year and say, American memo, a year TikTok, a Jumano. One more, one who say, American security, we know. Advice ya wanyano ase emwa American man say company no na free China mother company no Bidance na free China memu na wabewo ne ba TikTok awa American memu na odi ehu American sem enti se wanton fa ma America ban no anaso wanton fa ma American citizen a ene obepam TikTok fo no free American memu ho what to two we hu a Magana ban enhunya dren sese DSTV o man 30% no a ebia yenso be pam wo mokra
me have you made that say empanto na wa fa ban ye me da pa o ka America I think that on my bia e wo hu to me say national security, particularly for national security purposes, no on my bia to me even in the constitution constitution now I find that I find it right maybe no if the who say is against national security interest man who quite executive and I say Jody Nimuno to me this are right in the so US was typically on national security issues but even I say that transaction go through because there were interventions by Elon Musk, the people on that side. But yeah, the two one, I think in them say, you see, DSTV in Ghana, for purposes of broadcasting. So they are broadcasting, or Ghana, only a license. Who have Facebook, TikTok, social media now. It's not exactly a licensed broadcaster. They are just platforms that you'll be can do also. The difference with DSTV TikTok, for example, TikTok is a platform. It's just like Facebook or just like any of those WhatsApp and the other social media. But DSTV is a broadcaster in its definition by law. Those are the differences, but we are no fee why Ghana mind any DSTV or guy TikTok and my answer would be for purposes of national security, yes, but for purposes of electronic communication, the NCA no there because always social media, those ones are not as regulated as broadcasting is regulated by the NTA. Pastor meaning say menche mono wase afia. Ya Matias pa Matias entina me gina we so na ya dawase NGTV any FM stations na ya dawase na nim se bla foforo mu frɛ wa besan age so bio. We have any that the Mecca chat one say I think say in as much as say you Ghana for koye adwuma wa bonten afoforo so be adwuma wa Ghana so in as much as say Minister Nia again say or say a Bogana for her by no. Mrs. say be dialogue, Makoye lawyer, Casa Bia, I think anyone Nikaya Ding Aboso. Mrs. say the DSTV for acquainted Bia in tea, and more moon to me and to society. And I personally think the sale to Canal and maybe the transitional agreement. If that is what it says and the minister should not be too eager to use the power because again it may not send the right signals out there although say the oil living F1 so and he has powers in law I think he should hesitate to use the power in that way. Into matter was it, no much a cheer for.
Oh, that's a lawyer, ya sumpa, and yat then na.